Hello and welcome to the Audible version of #Happy, How to Get Your Happy On. This is the ultimate feel-good book that not only gives you the scientific facts about how to program yourself for happiness, but also, for the first time ever, you'll be getting a brain massage as the barely noticeable gamma wave binaural beats set behind uplifting music enhances your perception, clarity and consciousness. So you'll be feeling sharp, alert and even more empowered. And as a special bonus, at the end of the book, I've also included a 20-minute guided meditation on activating the law of attraction, which benefits from the relaxing theta wave binaural beats to transport you into a wonderful meditative state of calm. To get the benefits of binaural beats, you'll need to listen with headphones. Enjoy! What you don't want to hear. This stuff you'll have to get past in order to move forward, and this is probably the hardest step of all. Forgiving. Yep, that's a biggie. From one viewpoint, you want the person who hurt you to hurt as much, if not more, so they really suffer. A human reaction and perfectly normal. To add insult to injury, I'm now expected to forgive them? They're not even sorry. It makes no sense at all. I get it. I said it. How in the hell is it possible to get past it when someone has violated you, stolen what feels to be a piece of you, destroyed your happiness now and for the foreseeable future? Who can get through that? Actually, whether from this point you believe it or not, it's you. Now bear in mind I'm no scientist, so I'm going to explain this as simply as I'm able. You can always delve more deeply into this area yourself, but here's what I've learned. The brain has neurons. When you feel stress with negative thoughts, your brain releases cortisol. Cortisol then causes neurons to destruct. When neurons destruct, it causes the brain to shut down its ability to problem solve and to see things clearly. It alters your perspective as the body goes into stress mode. However, when you feed the brain positive stimulus, good thoughts, thoughts of achievement, success, constructive learning, you start to rebuild those neurons. This is because the brain then releases something called dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter. Things go tits up. Okay, let's face it. There are times when no amount of logical reasoning works. Sometimes things can just get so overwhelming that listening to someone who has it all really doesn't cut it. No matter what you do, no matter how calm you remain, no matter how consciously you attract the positive, life sometimes has other plans. I remember listening to one motivational audiobook, which I rate very highly, but for argument's sake, I won't mention at this point, because they were talking about this couple who were on the verge of bankruptcy, and talking about how they said they didn't have any surplus to give, as they were just trying to survive. The motivational part just seemed to gloss over and say that there were other people who would give their left nut to be in their position. Seriously? Sometimes, when people become super successful, they forget how overwhelming these crises can be. How our energies interact with each other. Okay, so you know that everything, even solid things, vibrate at a certain frequency, and that some energies are attracted to each other whilst others repel. Science has also proven that energies interact with each other too. Each affects the other in some ways. A little like dropping a blob of jam into a bowl of custard without deliberately mixing it. Most of the custard is still yellow, most of the jam still red, but together there is another colour now there that is pink. And because thoughts are also energy, carrying with them neutral, negative or positive thoughts, everything touches everyone. That's why, when you're in a sine fine, without end. So folks, there we have it. Everything I can think of that helps me to live my story. And no, I'm not some uber-rich celebrity, but I am someone who is truly comfortable in their own skin and watches each and every day as more and more positive things arrive in my life.